Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin. Thank you all for being here, for tuning in, and for listening to today's Divine Daily Blast. Let's get right to it, shall we? I feel like you're right here in this office with me as I'm yip yapping, tip tapping, talking to you, which is a good feeling for me, truly. All right, now, an angel numerology number 7 day today. What does that mean? Focus. You're on the right path. All of our spiritual desires and our plans are correct. I like the magical number 7. It, as I've said many times, reminds me of those slot machines. When the 777 comes up, the bells go off and the money comes flying out the slot. If you keep focusing on that, abundance, the right path, good ideas, it's a day to be charming and studious and put on your science hat. Maybe even meditate a bit, focus, get introverted, use divine magic to open doors of opportunity. On the 7 day, you can pull out the 7 of Cups, the Sun card, the Chariot card, but more importantly, call on the powers of Archangel Metatron and Archangel Michael on a number 7 day. Now, my isms, I am magnificent. Say that to yourself. Go and stand in front of a mirror, look into your eyes. I am magnificent. Keep saying it. See if you can lift your vibration up to it. Focus on love. What does it feel like to focus on love? The love of your friends, the love of a good cup of coffee, the love of even a small tipple. Feel that joy that comes in from the coffee, the chai tea, whatever it is you like. Get to the point where you feel content. There's an awful lot of unrest. There are a lot of individuals who are bent, set on creating madness and mischief. No, my friends. Not the way to be. I am on the right path of the best. I am on the right path of the best divine benevolent outcome in all areas of my life. So it is. Now, if we're saying these things and they're thrown away, we don't actually physically believe it, somewhere in there's a doubt. So, for me, when I use these isms, affirmations, etc., I want to get one where there's a hit, there's a land to it, there's a place that it goes to. It makes me stop and think and pay attention. Go into your memory bank. Find a time in the past, because they reveal to us what we need to do right now. And think about a time when you did not have a GPS system, when you didn't have MapQuest. You didn't have any way to tell you if you were going in the right direction or not. And you know you had that gut feeling, that intuition, that ever knowing. And just briefly, we'll think of it being in the dark. Very few road signs. And you've got nothing but your intuition and your gut feeling to tell you where you're going and where you're not going. Somewhere in there, you may or may not have come up upon a feeling of being on the right way, going in the right direction. I got a feeling this is the right way to go. Do not focus on a time in your life where you went the wrong way, because I don't believe in my heart of hearts that there is a wrong turn. Every turn leads you where you are, where you've been, or where you're going to. So this is what it means by being on the right path of the best benevolent outcome. Sometimes we have these detours in our lives that take us down a bumpy road which we weren't really seeing. We really didn't really want to go down there. And it ended up being just the right pause, just the right detour, just the right distraction that kept us from something that was potentially upsetting, or potentially dangerous, or potentially not for our highest good. So we're always on this right path as long as we stay focused and stay in our intuition and keep going. That's enough about that. The moon today is in the kind of cool collective sign of Capricorn. Capricorn can be kind of cold sometimes. Not the people, just the sign. Here's the other rub with this. The moon is bumping up against Venus, Saturn, and Neptune. And it might be proving to be tough, particularly on an emotional level. You might feel stuck. You might feel pulled. You might feel drawn. You might feel fear. Like I've had fear this week, which is where the water guardian says, let your emotions flow. Speak to your fear. Get into your prayers. Call upon your divine counsel. My divine counsel is a mixture of guardian angels and archangels. I think the general feeling today might be because we are in the land of not knowing, the land of surprises, the land of things being out of our control. However, they are in our control, most definitely, if we have a strong sense of faith. If we have a strong sense that benevolent, divine love is all I need to focus on, all I need to put my attention to. Here is a message from our guardian angels. Ask us to help you focus on every experience that brings a smile or a laugh. Then watch those moments multiply. I find joy in the simplest moments of life. I have power over my own happiness. You do. We all do. It is really a challenge to be totally happy because there's always something else we want, somewhere else we want to go, somebody else we want to be, and it can be frustrating to feel stuck. Let's move on to our master or divine master of the week, which happens to be Thoth. Thoth is talking about divine magic, and the message really is that the power we have of heaven and earth are uniting at the time right now. The power of creation is really up to us. Whatever you set our mind to do, you'll do. We're in the vortex of manifestation right now. All the lessons of the past have been set up to give us all a better understanding of what will be. What will be for our highest good, the highest good of the world, the highest good of everybody else. You are the magical being. We're all magical beings who deserve to have a magical life. We have to believe that we are all we need and more. There's so much on the way. We should no longer be the student. We should be the teacher. Take everything that we've learned and put it to good use. Show other people, this is what we did. We just had faith. Without faith, I don't know what there is. Without trust, and trust can be bashed and battered just like a flag up a pole in a strong wind. It might be a bit frayed on the edges and it might be flapping away, but it's still there. The Water Guardian's with us all week, and the activation message is, I trust my emotions and let them flow. Louise Hay gives us the message today, to receive love and acceptance from my family, I start by loving and accepting them exactly as they are. Disappointment happens when we have an expectation that does not get realized. Move on to another expectation. Now, the Strength card I pulled on Sunday for today's date. This Strength card, the image of our angel guardian with the saber tiger and then this staring tiger out here, right against an Egyptian looking pool. This has shown up more than once. It's about calmness, being thoughtful, using patience, curbing anger, de-escalating problems, answering aggression with gentleness. Now, you could be overly doing it. You could be, smothering somebody with all of that. But astrologically speaking, this is the sign of Leo because of all these lions and tigers. Strength, dominance, drama. So when you're looking at this, look at strength and courage as a way to calm down fears. Use strength and courage as a way to push through the resolve. You can say, I got this. I really like to find somewhere where there's grounding, actual physical dirt, sand will do. Even the element of water. If you're near a swimming pool, or if you've got a swimming pool, or you're near somewhere there is a body of water that you can wash your feet in. Something that touches the earth, even if you sit beside a body of water, look out to it. Let these emotions flow. Ask for your worries and your woes to be washed away and for strength to come back. A bit like the tide. Let's see what our fairies have to say today. I do like the elements of the fairies. Manifesting is an inside and outside job. Let us begin, it says. Fairies, fairies everywhere. Open up. Come if you dare. Oh, here we go. I like this one. Well, there's two. And they're telling me that I should read from both. Okay. It's sort of like, We have sovereignty. Oh, yes. I was learning all about that this week. I'm sure some of you were too. And we have creativity. So when we're looking at adverse behavior, adverse contrasting energies, the fairies are saying, this reminds me of our friend of the channel, Vicky. Here she goes. She's painting a lotus flower. The fairies are basically saying, stand in your own power and sovereignty. Know your own truth. Do not be drawn into somebody else's drama. Rather, stick to your guns, trust in your truth. With all of this going in, you've got the magic, and spark up your art of creativity. Writing, gardening, particularly since the earth is warming up in North America. It's starting to cool down in the southern hemisphere, but getting in the dirt, even planning a garden, even drawing a labyrinth on a piece of paper and working out, how do I create that on earth? Can you imagine you have maybe a 10 by 10 space or a 20 by 20 space in your yard that you can level off and then draw a labyrinth? And what would be in the center of the labyrinth? It's just using your imagination and your mind in a completely different way, as opposed to you got the bills coming in and you don't know how to pay them. That's what we're used to. That's what we're breaking through. That's what we're moving out of the way. The challenge is that there are a lot of people. That energy, that vibrational energy of stuckness, of failure, of challenge, that energy is pretty weighty. It's pretty heavy. The lighter energy of love and joy and doing what I do here every morning. And there are some mornings that I feel like, what the hell is the point? Excuse me. Why am I doing it? Why? Then I realize how I feel afterwards. Then I realize when I read the comments, this is exactly why. I do it because it lifts my spirit. It starts me off on the right foot. And that's all I can ask. I can't do any more. Well, my friends, that's it from me. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.